Welcome back. Today we're looking at some of the most valuable Lincoln 1-cent coins ever discovered. If you have an old penny with no visible date, an unusual error, or a rare key date, it could be worth far more than 1 cent. While most worn or dateless Lincoln cents are worth only face value, certain authenticated rarities and major mint errors have sold for hundreds of thousands, or even over $1 million, at auction. Let's see what makes these incredible coins so valuable, and how to identify them. Let's get started. First up, the 1962 Lincoln Memorial 1 cent, struck at the Denver Mint. At first glance, this copper penny may appear to be just another ordinary coin that millions of Americans once carried in their pockets. However, hidden among the billions of 1962 pennies are extraordinary examples that have sold for hundreds and even thousands of dollars because of their outstanding condition, beautiful mint luster, exceptional strike quality, and collector demand. If you own old penny collections, inherited coin jars, or vintage coin albums, don't overlook the 1962 Lincoln Memorial cent. The coin sitting unnoticed in your collection could be worth far more than its face value, especially if it has remained in pristine uncirculated condition for more than 60 years. The Lincoln cent has a remarkable history that began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it became the first regular U.S. circulating coin to feature the portrait of a real historical figure instead of the symbolic Lady Liberty. In 1959, the reverse design changed from the wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial, celebrating the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. By 1962, the Lincoln Memorial design had become a familiar sight throughout America. The Denver Mint produced enormous numbers of these pennies to meet the nation's growing demand for small change during a period of economic expansion, making the 1962 penny one of the most recognizable coins of the early 1960s. The small D mint mark beneath the date represents the Denver Mint, one of the primary coin-producing facilities in the United States. During 1962, the Denver Mint struck approximately 1.79 billion Lincoln cents, making this issue very common in circulated grades. However, surviving examples in flawless mint state condition are much scarcer than most people realize. Most coins entered circulation immediately after leaving the mint, collecting scratches, stains, and wear over decades of use. Only a tiny percentage escaped circulation and remained perfectly preserved, making top-grade uncirculated examples especially valuable to today's collectors. The obverse displays Abraham Lincoln facing right, with the inscriptions "In God We Trust" across the top, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 1962 followed by the D mint mark on the right. The reverse features the famous Lincoln Memorial, with the tiny seated figure of Lincoln visible between the central columns under magnification. Above the memorial appears United States of America, while EPLURBUSUNUM is displayed at the top and 1 cent dominates the center. This detailed reverse design became one of the most iconic coin designs in American history. The 1962 Lincoln cent consists of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it the classic rich reddish color collectors admire. It weighs approximately 3.11 grams, has a diameter of 19 millimeters, and features a plain edge. Unlike modern zinc pennies introduced in 1982, these earlier copper cents possess greater durability and stronger collector appeal. Their higher copper content also contributes to their attractive appearance when preserved properly, especially examples displaying their original brilliant red mint color. Although billions were produced, value depends primarily on condition. A heavily worn 1962 penny usually remains worth only a few cents. However, collectors pay substantial premiums for coins exhibiting sharp details, flawless surfaces, original mint luster, and vibrant red coloration. Coins certified in mint state grades such as M-65, M-66, M-67, or higher become increasingly rare because so few examples survive decades without contact marks or discoloration. Every grade increase can dramatically affect market value, making professional grading extremely important. Collectors should carefully inspect every 1962 penny for outstanding eye appeal. The most valuable examples display blazing original red color, strong cartwheel mint luster, sharply defined Lincoln Memorial columns, crisp lettering, and minimal contact marks. Well-centered strikes with full details on Lincoln's hair and beard are highly desirable. Coins free from fingerprints, corrosion, cleaning, and environmental damage consistently bring the highest prices. Even subtle differences in strike quality and surface preservation can separate an ordinary coin from a premium collectible. While the regular 1962D penny is common, collectors eagerly search for unusual mint errors. These include off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, die breaks, broad strikes, repunched mint marks, and dramatic die clashes. Depending on rarity and visual appeal, genuine mint errors can increase a coin's value from hundreds to several $1,000s. Because counterfeit and altered coins exist, collectors should seek authentication from respected grading companies before assuming a coin is an error variety. Today's coin market shows that circulated 1962D pennies generally sell for only a few cents to $1. Attractive uncirculated red examples graded M-63 often bring between $5 and $20. Higher quality M-65 red coins frequently sell for $20 to $60, while superb M-66 red examples may command $75 to $200. Exceptionally rare M-67 red coins have sold for several $100s, and the finest certified examples with extraordinary eye appeal have reached prices from over $1,000 to several $1,000s at major coin auctions. Certified mint errors may also reach these impressive values depending on rarity and demand. Professional grading services such as PCGS and NGC play a critical role in determining a coin's value. These companies authenticate the coin, assign an official grade, and encapsulate it in tamper-resistant holders. Collectors and investors are willing to pay significantly more for certified coins because grading removes uncertainty regarding authenticity and condition. For potentially valuable 1962D pennies, certification often increases buyer confidence and can substantially improve resale value. Many people wonder how a coin with such a large mintage can become valuable. The answer lies in preservation. Mint employees stored coins in large bags where they bumped against one another, creating tiny marks before entering circulation. Once released, most coins experienced decades of everyday use. Very few escaped untouched. Therefore, flawless examples showing full original mint brilliance, sharp strikes, and virtually no imperfections are surprisingly scarce today, explaining their premium prices in the collector market. If you're searching through old coin collections, examine every 1962D penny under strong lighting with a magnifying glass. Avoid cleaning coins because cleaning permanently damages original surfaces and drastically reduces collector value. Store valuable coins in acid-free holders or protective capsules to preserve their condition. Look especially for coins displaying full red color, outstanding luster, and exceptional strikes, since these characteristics attract the highest bids from experienced collectors. The market for high-grade Lincoln Memorial cents continues to grow as more collectors build complete registry sets. Since top-quality certified coins are limited in number, competition among collectors can drive prices upward over time. While common circulated examples are unlikely to appreciate significantly, elite uncirculated specimens with top certification grades remain desirable long-term collectibles. Investors increasingly recognize that condition rarity often matters more than total mintage numbers. Millions of families still have jars of old pennies hidden in closets, attics, and inherited collections. Many valuable coins have been discovered by ordinary people sorting through spare change or forgotten coin albums. If you come across a bright red 1962D Lincoln Memorial cent that appears untouched, it may be worth professional evaluation. Never assume an old penny is worthless based solely on its date. Careful examination could reveal a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The 1962D Lincoln Memorial 1 cent proves that extraordinary value can sometimes be found in the most ordinary-looking coins. Although billions were minted, only a tiny fraction survive today in pristine, fully original gem-quality condition. These elite examples, especially those professionally graded at the highest mint state levels or featuring genuine mint errors, can command prices ranging from hundreds to several $1,000s. So before spending that old copper penny, take a closer look. Your next great coin discovery could already be sitting in your collection next up. The most talked about American coins among collectors, the 1964 Lincoln Memorial 1 cent with no mint mark in fine condition. Millions of people have this coin sitting in old jars, piggy banks, family collections, or inherited coin albums, but very few know that some examples can be worth much more than just 1 cent. Could your 1964 penny be hiding an impressive value? Is it really possible for a common-looking coin to sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars? In today's video, we'll explore the fascinating history of this coin, its unique design, how to identify valuable varieties, what makes certain examples extremely rare, and the current market values that collectors are paying. Stay with us until the end because one small detail could make the difference between a coin worth 1 cent and one worth thousands of dollars. The Lincoln cent has one of the richest histories in American coinage. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, it became the first regular United States coin to feature the portrait of a real historical person. In 1959, the reverse design changed from the famous wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial, celebrating the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. By 1964, this memorial design had become familiar to Americans across the country. The United States was experiencing tremendous economic growth, and pennies were used every day in millions of transactions. The 1964 Lincoln Memorial Cent represents an important era in American history, making it one of the most collected coins in the country. Today, the year 1964 was significant because the U.S. Mint produced billions of Lincoln cents to meet growing public demand. Philadelphia struck these coins without a mint mark, while Denver coins carried a D mint mark. Because so many were made, most 1964 pennies remain common today. However, collectors have discovered that not all 1964 cents are equal. Certain coins have rare minting errors, exceptional preservation, or unique die varieties that dramatically increase their value. This combination of common availability and the possibility of rare treasures makes the 1964 Lincoln Memorial Cent one of the most searched-for coins in America. One of the first things collectors notice is the absence of a mint mark. A 1964 Lincoln cent with no mint mark was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Many beginners mistakenly believe that the missing mint mark automatically makes the coin rare, but that is not true. Philadelphia intentionally did not place mint marks on Lincoln cents during this period. Therefore, the lack of a mint mark alone does not create rarity. Instead, collectors examine other characteristics such as strike quality, surface preservation, color, die varieties, and mint errors. Knowing this difference helps avoid confusion and allows collectors to focus on the features that truly determine value. The obverse of the coin features a detailed portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Around the portrait are the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1964. The reverse displays the famous Lincoln Memorial designed by Frank Gasparro, with the words United States of America, 1 cent, and EPLURBUSUNUM. Amazingly, under magnification, collectors can actually see a tiny image of Lincoln sitting inside the memorial. This remarkable level of detail has fascinated collectors for decades and remains one of the most admired artistic achievements in United States coin design. The 1964 Lincoln cent is composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it the rich reddish-brown appearance many collectors appreciate. The coin weighs approximately 3.11 grams, has a diameter of 19 millimeters, and features a plain edge. Copper coins from this era are especially popular because later Lincoln cents changed to copper-plated zinc beginning in 1982. Many collectors prefer these earlier solid copper cents because of their durability, historical importance, and beautiful natural toning that develops over decades. A coin described as being in fine F-12 condition has experienced noticeable circulation but still retains clear design details. Lincoln's portrait remains well-defined, although hair details are worn. The memorial on the reverse remains visible, with many architectural lines still distinguishable. Lettering should remain complete and readable. While fine condition is respectable, it is not considered rare for a 1964 penny because millions survived in this grade. However, fine examples with unusual mint errors or rare die varieties may still command impressive prices from collectors. Some of the most valuable 1964 Lincoln cents are those with genuine mint errors. These include dramatic off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, die breaks, repunched mint marks on Denver issues, and especially double die varieties where parts of the lettering or date appear doubled. Error coins are created accidentally during the minting process, making each one unique. Collectors eagerly compete for authentic examples because no two errors are exactly alike. A dramatic mint error can transform an ordinary penny into a highly valuable collectible worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Many people ask why one 1964 penny sells for only a few cents, while another sells for thousands of dollars. The answer lies in rarity, condition, demand, and authenticity. Coins preserved in mint state with original red color receive much higher prices than circulated examples. Certified coins graded by professional grading services often sell for premium prices because buyers trust their authenticity and condition. Rare die varieties and significant mint errors are especially valuable because collectors know very few examples exist. The combination of these factors determines whether a coin becomes ordinary or extraordinary. Let's discuss current market values. A typical 1964 Lincoln Memorial cent with no mint mark in fine condition usually sells for only a few cents up to around $1, depending on eye appeal and demand. Coins in extremely fine or about uncirculated condition may bring a few dollars. High-grade uncirculated examples with original red color can sell for tens or even hundreds of dollars. Genuine error coins, doubled dies, or exceptionally preserved certified specimens have sold for hundreds, and in some cases thousands of dollars at auctions. It is important to understand that those higher prices apply only to coins with verified rarity or exceptional condition, not to ordinary circulated 1964 no-mint mark cents. If you own a 1964 Lincoln Memorial cent, examine it carefully using a magnifying glass or coin loop. Look for doubling in the date and lettering, unusual strike characteristics, cracks in the design, missing details, or off-center images. Check whether the coin retains original red color or has turned brown from circulation. Weigh the coin to confirm the correct 3.11 gram standard. Never clean your coin, because cleaning almost always reduces collector value. If you suspect your coin has a rare variety or error, consider submitting it to a professional grading service for authentication. The 1964 Lincoln Memorial cent continues to attract collectors because it combines history, affordability, and the excitement of treasure hunting. Unlike many expensive rare coins, almost anyone can search through old coin collections, rolls from banks, or inherited family jars hoping to discover an overlooked variety. This possibility has inspired generations of collectors to learn more about American coinage. Even though most 1964 pennies are common, the chance of finding an exceptional example keeps interest alive year after year. Although some rare 1964 pennies have appreciated significantly, collectors should approach them as collectibles rather than guaranteed investments. Market demand changes over time, and only certified examples with recognized varieties or outstanding preservation consistently achieve high prices. Education is the key to successful collecting. Learning to identify valuable characteristics will help you distinguish between ordinary coins and those with genuine collector appeal. Patience, careful research, and proper storage can make a significant difference in preserving long-term value. The 1964 Lincoln Memorial 1-cent coin, without a mint mark, remains one of America's most fascinating coins. While the vast majority are worth only a small premium over face value, certain rare errors, exceptional mint state examples, and authenticated varieties have achieved remarkable auction prices reaching hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The real excitement lies in carefully examining every coin, because valuable discoveries still occur today. Every collector dreams of finding that one extraordinary penny hiding among millions of ordinary ones. Next up, the fascinating history of the 1975 Lincoln Memorial penny. Explain why some examples are worth only a few cents, while others have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. And reveal the unique features that every collector should look for before spending one of these coins. The Lincoln Memorial cent was introduced in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, replacing the famous wheat cent design. The reverse featured the Lincoln Memorial, created by Frank Gasparo, while the obverse continued Victor David Brenner's classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, first introduced in 1909. The 1975 Lincoln Memorial cent belongs to this historic series and represents a period when the United States Mint was producing billions of pennies to meet the nation's growing demand for circulating coinage. Although the design remained unchanged, collectors today recognize that individual examples can vary dramatically in quality and value. One of the most common questions asked by collectors is about the missing mint mark. A 1975 Lincoln Memorial cent without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During 1975, Philadelphia cents normally carried no mint mark, making the absence of a mint mark completely normal. This does not automatically make the coin rare. Instead, rarity depends on the coin's condition, strike quality, color designation, and whether it possesses unusual mint errors or die varieties that distinguish it from ordinary circulation coins. The Philadelphia Mint produced more than 5 billion Lincoln cents in 1975, making it one of the highest mintage pennies in American history. Because such enormous numbers were struck, circulated examples remain easy to find today. However, finding a coin that has survived for nearly 50 years without scratches discoloration, corrosion, or wear is much more difficult. Truly pristine coins preserved directly from mint rolls or original bank bags are far scarcer than the overall mintage suggests. The obverse of the coin displays Abraham Lincoln facing right with the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 1975. On the reverse appears the famous Lincoln Memorial with United States of America, 1 cent, and EPLURBUSUNUM. One remarkable detail is that Lincoln's tiny statue can actually be seen inside the memorial using magnification, making this one of the few U.S. coins to feature the same historical figure on both sides. Collectors pay special attention to coins displaying sharp details, brilliant original red copper color, strong luster, crisp lettering, and full design elements. Coins that avoided circulation often retain their original mint brilliance, making them significantly more valuable. In addition, coins showing doubled dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, broad strikes, clipped planchets, or other genuine mint errors can command substantial premiums because of their rarity. Condition is the single most important factor affecting the value of a 1975 Lincoln cent. A heavily circulated coin with worn surfaces is generally worth only face value or a few cents. However, an uncirculated coin graded M-65, M-66, M-67, or higher becomes increasingly desirable. High-grade examples with vibrant original red color are especially difficult to locate because copper naturally darkens over time. As the grade improves, the value often rises dramatically. Some of the most valuable 1975 Lincoln cents are error coins produced during the minting process. Collectors actively search for doubled dies, die breaks, off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, wrong planchet errors, and dramatic misaligned dies. These mistakes occur during production and make each affected coin unique. Depending on the rarity and visibility of the error, collectors may pay from several $100s to several $1,000s for exceptional examples. Most circulated 1975 Philadelphia Lincoln cents without a mint mark sell for approximately 1 to 10 cents. Attractive uncirculated coins often bring between $1 and $20 depending on their preservation. Certified mint state examples graded M-66 or M-67 frequently sell for several $100s. Exceptional gem red specimens with outstanding eye appeal and top population rankings have realized prices reaching into the thousands of dollars at major coin auctions. Likewise, spectacular authenticated error coins can command values from several hundred to several $1,000s depending on rarity and collector demand. Professional grading services classify copper coins as brown BN, red brown RB, or red RD. Brown coins have lost most of their original mint color and are generally worth less. Red-brown coins retain part of their original brilliance and often sell for moderate premiums. Fully red examples preserve nearly all of their original copper color and are usually the most valuable, particularly in high mint state grades. This color designation can make a significant difference in the final selling price. Before assuming that a 1975 Lincoln cent is worth a fortune, it is essential to have valuable-looking coins authenticated by a respected third-party grading service. Professional grading verifies authenticity, identifies mint errors, assigns an official grade, and protects the coin inside a tamper-resistant holder. Certified examples inspire greater buyer confidence and often achieve stronger prices in auctions compared with raw, ungraded coins. When examining a 1975 Lincoln Memorial penny, look carefully for original mint luster, bright red surfaces, crisp details in Lincoln's portrait, strong lettering, sharp memorial columns, and any unusual doubling or striking errors. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the date, lettering, and design details. Never clean the coin, as cleaning can permanently reduce its value. Store promising examples in protective holders to preserve their condition for future collectors. Despite its enormous mintage, the 1975 Lincoln Memorial cent remains popular because it is affordable, historically significant, and offers exciting possibilities for discovering valuable varieties. Searching through old coin jars, inherited collections, bank rolls, or estate finds continues to produce interesting discoveries. The possibility of finding a high-grade survivor or an overlooked mint error keeps collectors enthusiastic about this classic American penny. Although most 1975 Lincoln cents are not rare, premium quality certified examples continue to attract strong collector demand. As the number of surviving high-grade coins remains limited, competition among collectors often pushes prices higher for the finest known specimens. Rare error coins also remain highly sought after because every error is unique, making them appealing additions to advanced collections. Nevertheless, buyers should research current auction results rather than assuming every no-mint mark cent is valuable. The 1975 Lincoln Memorial 1 cent without a mint mark is an excellent reminder that a common-looking coin can sometimes hide remarkable value. While ordinary circulated examples are usually worth only a few cents, exceptional mint state coins with original red color, certified high grades, or genuine mint errors have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Always inspect your coins carefully, preserve them properly, and consider professional grading if you discover an unusually well-preserved or unusual specimen. Your next valuable coin could already be waiting in your collection, proving that even an everyday penny can become a treasured piece of American numismatic history. Next up, the 1976 Lincoln Memorial Cent. While most examples are only worth face value, certain coins in brilliant condition, with exceptional strike quality, rare minting characteristics, or valuable errors, have sold for hundreds and even thousands of dollars. In this video, we'll explore the fascinating history of this coin, its unique design, how to identify valuable examples, what collectors look for, and why some 1976 pennies command incredible prices in today's coin market. Make sure you stay until the end because you may discover that the penny you've ignored for years could actually be a valuable collectible. The Lincoln Memorial Cent was first introduced in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The reverse design featuring the Lincoln Memorial replaced the famous wheat ears design that had been used since 1909. By 1976, America was celebrating its bicentennial, marking 200 years since the Declaration of Independence. Although quarters, half dollars, and dollars received special bicentennial designs, the Lincoln Cent continued with its familiar memorial reverse. The 1976 penny was struck at the Denver Mint and became part of everyday commerce across the United States. Millions of Americans handled these coins without realizing that exceptional specimens would someday become highly collectible. The 1976 Lincoln Memorial Cent is composed primarily of 95% copper and 5% zinc, making it one of the last generations of high copper pennies before the composition changed in 1982. Each coin weighs approximately 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. On the obverse, Victor David Brenner's portrait of Abraham Lincoln appears with the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 1976. Just below the date is the small d mint mark, indicating production at the Denver Mint. On the reverse, Frank Gasparo's Lincoln Memorial design features the famous monument in Washington, D.C. With the tiny seated Lincoln visible between the columns under magnification, the Denver Mint produced more than 4.2 billion Lincoln cents in 1976, making this one of the highest mintage pennies in American history. Because of this enormous production, circulated examples remain extremely common and usually carry little premium over face value. However, surviving coins that avoided circulation, maintained original mint luster, and preserved nearly flawless surfaces have become much more difficult to locate. Over nearly 5 decades, many coins have acquired scratches, spots, discoloration, or wear, making pristine, brilliant, uncirculated examples surprisingly scarce. Collectors place tremendous importance on a coin's condition. A brilliant, uncirculated 1976 penny displays full mint luster, sharp details, and virtually no evidence of wear. Coins that receive professional grades of M-66, M-67, or higher are especially desirable because only a tiny percentage of surviving examples achieve such exceptional preservation. Every small scratch, contact mark, or dull area can reduce the coin's grade and significantly affect its value. This is why 2 pennies from the same year can have dramatically different prices, even though they were minted only seconds apart. One of the most fascinating features of the 1976 Lincoln Memorial Cent is the remarkably detailed Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Under magnification, collectors can actually see the tiny seated figure of Abraham Lincoln inside the memorial. Strongly struck coins also display crisp lettering, bold wheat-like details around the memorial, brilliant copper-red color, and sharply defined facial features on Lincoln's portrait. Coins retaining their original red mint color are generally much more valuable than those that have toned to brown over time. The small d mint mark should also appear well-defined and free from damage or alteration. Although normal 1976 pennies are common, error coins are a completely different story. Collectors actively search for off-center strikes, double dies, die cracks, die breaks, clipped planchets, broad strikes, and dramatic strike-through errors. Some of these mint mistakes are extremely rare and can increase a coin's value from just 1 cent to several hundred or even several $1,000s. Even a small but genuine mint error can transform an otherwise ordinary coin into a highly sought-after collectible. Professional authentication is essential because many damaged coins are mistakenly believed to be valuable errors. Today's coin market rewards quality more than quantity. A circulated 1970-60 Lincoln cent generally remains worth only 1 cent. Nice, brilliant, uncirculated examples may sell for a few dollars. Certified mint state examples graded M-65 or M-66 often sell for anywhere between approximately $10 and $75 depending on eye appeal. Premium M-67 red examples can command several $100s, while exceptionally rare top population coins certified at M-68 red have sold for well over $1,000 at major auctions. Rare mint era examples may also reach values ranging from several hundred to several $1,000s, depending on the rarity and condition of the era. Many people wonder why collectors would spend hundreds or thousands of dollars on a 1-cent coin. The answer lies in rarity, preservation, collector demand, and certified grading. While billions were produced, only a tiny fraction survive in nearly perfect condition with blazing original red color and virtually flawless surfaces. Registry-set collectors compete fiercely for the finest known examples because even 1-point difference in grade can dramatically affect both rarity and market price. As demand increases and pristine examples become harder to find, values for top-quality coins continue to remain strong. Professional grading services such as PCGS and NGC play a major role in determining the value of a 1970-60 Lincoln cent. These organizations evaluate authenticity, preservation, color designation, strike quality, and overall eye appeal before assigning an official grade. Coins encapsulated in certified holders inspire greater confidence among collectors and buyers, often resulting in significantly higher selling prices than raw, uncertified coins. If you believe you own an exceptional example or a genuine mint error, professional grading may be worth considering. If you want to determine whether your 1970-60 penny could be valuable, start by examining the coin under good lighting with a magnifying glass. Look for full original red color, sharp Lincoln Memorial details, clean fields free of scratches, and a crisp D mint mark. Carefully inspect both sides for doubling, unusual strike characteristics, or obvious mint errors. Weighing the coin and comparing it with official specifications can also help identify unusual planchet errors. Never clean your coin, as cleaning almost always reduces collector value. Over the years, exceptional certified examples of the 1970-60 Lincoln Memorial cent have appeared in major coin auctions. Ordinary brilliant uncirculated pieces typically sell for modest amounts, but premium registry-quality coins have achieved prices ranging from several $100s to well over $1,000. Certified mint-era examples featuring dramatic striking mistakes have also realized impressive prices depending on the rarity of the era. These auction records demonstrate how condition, originality, and rarity can transform an ordinary penny into a remarkable collectible. If you're beginning your coin-collecting journey, the 1970-60 Lincoln Memorial cent is an excellent coin to study because millions remain available for searching. Look through old piggy banks, inherited collections, bank rolls, and coin jars for bright, well-preserved examples. Focus on originality rather than shiny, cleaned surfaces. Learn the grading standards, familiarize yourself with genuine mint errors, and compare your coins with certified examples. Patience and knowledge often reward collectors who carefully inspect thousands of ordinary coins in search of one extraordinary discovery. The exciting part about coin collecting is that valuable discoveries still happen every year. People continue to find rare high-grade coins, overlooked mint errors, and beautifully preserved Lincoln cents in old collections, estate sales, and even circulation. Although most 1970-60 pennies are common, finding one with outstanding preservation, blazing red color, or a genuine mint error could mean owning a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Every coin deserves a careful inspection before being spent. The 1970-60 Lincoln Memorial 1 cent is much more than an ordinary penny. It represents an important era in American history, features one of the nation's most recognizable monuments, and continues to attract collectors around the world. While the vast majority remain worth only face value, exceptional brilliant uncirculated specimens, top-grade certified examples, and genuine mint-era coins have earned impressive prices ranging from hundreds to thousands of dollars in today's collector market. So before you dismiss that small copper coin with the D mint mark, take a closer look. You might be holding a hidden treasure next up. The 1970-90 Lincoln Memorial 1 cent. At first glance, this copper-colored penny may seem like ordinary pocket change, but could one of these coins actually be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? The answer might surprise you. While millions of 1970-90 pennies were produced, a tiny percentage stand out because of their exceptional condition, rare minting errors, or unique characteristics that make collectors willing to pay impressive prices. In today's video, we'll explore the fascinating history of this coin, explain what makes certain examples so valuable, discuss the rare features that increase its price, and reveal what collectors are paying in today's market. So before you spend another old penny, make sure you watch this entire video, because the coin sitting in your collection could be worth far more than just 1 cent. The Lincoln Memorial Cent has a rich history dating back to 1959, when the United States Mint replaced the famous wheat cent reverse design with the Lincoln Memorial. The change celebrated the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth and honored one of America's greatest presidents. The obverse portrait, originally designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909, remained unchanged, while the reverse introduced Frank Gasparo's detailed image of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. The 1970-90 penny belongs to this historic Lincoln Memorial series and was struck at the Denver Mint during a period when pennies were still made primarily of 95% copper and 5% zinc. These bronze coins are heavier and more desirable than the zinc cents introduced in 1982, making them favorites among collectors today. The D Mint mark found below the date indicates that the coin was produced at the Denver Mint in Colorado. During 1979, the Denver Mint struck more than 4.3 billion Lincoln cents, making this one of the highest mintage penny issues in U.S. history. Because so many were produced, most circulated examples remain worth only face value. However, collectors know that high mintage does not necessarily eliminate the possibility of valuable coins. A tiny number escape circulation in exceptional condition, while others exhibit rare minting errors or die varieties that can dramatically increase their value. These scarce examples are the coins serious collectors spend years searching for. The obverse of the 1970-90 Lincoln cent features Abraham Lincoln facing right, with the word Liberty to the left, the date, 1979, and the small d mint mark to the right, and the motto In God We Trust across the top. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial occupies the center, with United States of America around the upper rim and 1 cent prominently displayed below the memorial. Between the two inscriptions appears the national motto, EPLURBUSUNUM. One fascinating detail is that under magnification, Lincoln's tiny statue can actually be seen inside the memorial, a remarkable achievement in miniature coin engraving. The 1970-90 penny weighs approximately 3.11 grams, has a diameter of 19 millimeters, and is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc. This composition gives the coin its rich reddish-brown appearance when preserved. Collectors classify these coins as red RD, red-brown RB, or brown BN, depending on how much original mint color remains. Bright red examples with full original luster are significantly more valuable than dull brown coins because they are much harder to preserve over decades without oxidation. Although billions were struck, the vast majority entered circulation and experienced years of wear. High-grade uncirculated examples with flawless surfaces are surprisingly scarce. Coins certified as mint state 67, 68, or higher are extremely difficult to find because even tiny scratches, contact marks, or discoloration can reduce the grade. Professional grading companies such as PCGS and NGC carefully evaluate these factors, and top-grade examples often command substantial premiums because registry-set collectors compete fiercely for the finest known specimens. Some of the most valuable 1970-90 pennies owe their worth to minting mistakes. Collectors search for off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, cuds, double dies, repunched mint marks, and dramatic strike errors. Depending on the severity and rarity of the error, these coins may sell for anywhere from $100 to well over $2,000. Unique combinations of multiple mint errors can attract even stronger collector interest, especially when the errors are certified by reputable grading services. Condition plays the biggest role in determining value. A heavily circulated coin with scratches and discoloration generally remains worth only 1 cent or a small premium for its copper content. On the other hand, a perfectly preserved coin showing blazing red color, sharp strike, and virtually no contact marks may be worth hundreds of dollars. Coins that have never entered circulation and still display their original mint luster are the most sought after by advanced Lincoln cent collectors. In today's collector market, most circulated 1970-90 Lincoln Memorial cents are worth between $0 and 1 cent and $1. Attractive uncirculated red examples commonly sell for $5 to $25. Coins graded MS65 to MS66 may bring $30 to $100, while certified MS67 red examples can sell for several $100s depending on eye appeal and demand. Exceptional MS68 red specimens have realized hundreds or even several $1,000s at major auctions because they represent the finest condition known for this common date issue. Auction records demonstrate just how valuable condition can be. While ordinary examples trade for only pennies, top-quality certified red coins have sold for hundreds of dollars, and the finest registry-quality pieces have achieved prices exceeding $1,000, with the rarest top population examples occasionally reaching several $1,000s during competitive bidding. These impressive sales highlight the enormous difference between an ordinary circulated coin and an exceptional mint-state survivor. When examining your own 1970-90 penny, pay close attention to several key features. Look for strong original red color, sharply defined lettering, crisp details on Lincoln's hair and beard, a fully struck Lincoln memorial with visible columns, minimal contact marks, and any unusual doubling or striking abnormalities. Even a subtle mint error can transform an otherwise common coin into an exciting collector discovery. Using a magnifying glass or digital microscope can reveal details invisible to the naked eye. If you believe you've found a remarkable 1970-90 penny, consider submitting it to a professional grading service such as PCGS or NGC. Authentication protects buyers and sellers by confirming the coin's authenticity and assigning an official grade. Professionally graded coins usually command stronger prices because collectors have confidence in their condition and originality. Proper grading also protects valuable coins in tamper-evident holders that preserve them for future generations. Collectors should never clean old coins, as cleaning almost always reduces their value. Store valuable pennies in protective holders, avoid touching the surfaces with bare fingers, and handle them only by the edges. Search through old coin jars, inherited collections, bank rolls, estate sales, and dealer inventories. Many valuable coins have been discovered in unexpected places, and patience is often rewarded in the world of coin collecting. Although no coin is guaranteed to increase in value, the finest examples of the 1970-90 Lincoln Memorial cent continue attracting strong interest from registry set collectors and Lincoln cent specialists. As populations of pristine red coins remain limited, demand for top-certified examples can remain strong. Rare error coins and exceptional mint-state pieces are especially desirable because they combine scarcity with historical significance. This makes the 1970-90 penny an intriguing coin for collectors who appreciate both history and long-term collecting potential. The 1970-90 Lincoln Memorial 1 cent reminds us that even the most ordinary-looking coin can have an extraordinary story. While most examples remain worth only face value, coins preserved in exceptional mint condition or featuring rare mint errors can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars in today's collector market. Before spending any old penny, take a few moments to inspect the date, mint mark, color, condition, and possible mint errors. You might be holding a hidden treasure without even realizing it. Next up, the 1981 Lincoln cent. Explain why some coins are extremely valuable, reveal the rare features collectors search for, and discuss the current market values for different grades. If you've ever found a shiny 1981 penny in your pocket or inherited a coin collection, you may want to watch this video until the very end because your coin could be worth much more than you think. The Lincoln cent has an incredible history that dates back to 1909, when it was introduced to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it became the first regular U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure instead of the symbolic Lady Liberty. In 1959, the reverse design changed from the famous wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial to celebrate Lincoln's 150th birthday. By 1981, the Lincoln Memorial cent had become one of the most widely circulated coins in the United States. Billions were produced every year, making them common in everyday commerce. Nevertheless, even among billions of coins, small differences in quality, striking, errors, and preservation have created valuable treasures that collectors eagerly pursue today. One of the first things collectors notice is the absence of a mint mark. A 1981 Lincoln cent without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During that period, Philadelphia cents were intentionally produced without the P mint mark. This does not automatically make the coin rare because hundreds of millions were struck there. However, collectors understand that rarity is determined by much more than mintage numbers. Exceptional preservation, unusual mint errors, die varieties, and outstanding eye appeal can transform an ordinary Philadelphia penny into a highly desirable collectible worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The 1981 Lincoln Memorial Cent was struck using a composition of approximately 95% copper and 5% zinc and tin, making it one of the final years before the U.S. Mint transitioned to copper-plated zinc cents in 1982. Each coin weighs about 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. Because these pennies were made primarily of copper, many have developed beautiful natural red, red-brown, or brown color over time. Collectors place a premium on coins that retain their original bright red mint luster because such examples are much scarcer after more than 4 decades. Condition is the single most important factor in determining value. A worn 1981 penny found in circulation is usually worth only 1 cent. However, a coin that has never entered circulation and still displays brilliant mint luster can be worth significantly more. Professional grading services evaluate coins using the Sheldon grading scale from poor-1 to mint state-70. Coins graded M-65, M-66, M-67, or higher become increasingly scarce. Every tiny contact mark, scratch, stain, or loss of luster can dramatically reduce value. This is why collectors handle valuable coins carefully and often store them in protective holders. Collectors look for several unique features when examining a 1981 Lincoln cent without a mint mark. Sharp details in Lincoln's hair, crisp lettering, complete separation of the memorial columns, brilliant original mint shine, strong strike quality, and attractive copper-red color all contribute to desirability. Coins showing exceptional eye appeal often attract competitive bidding at auctions. Even though millions exist, only a very small percentage survive in nearly flawless condition, making those examples truly special. Mint errors can transform an ordinary penny into an extraordinary rarity. Collectors search for off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, die breaks, cuds, double strikes, repunch details, and dramatic die clashes. Some of the most valuable examples feature doubled dies, where portions of the design appear doubled due to the die manufacturing process. Genuine mint errors are authenticated by professional grading companies because counterfeit alterations are common. Depending on the type and severity of the error, values may range from a few $100s to several $1,000s. Current market values vary greatly according to condition. A circulated 1981 Philadelphia cent without a mint mark usually remains worth face value. Uncirculated examples in mint state grades often sell for several dollars to several dozen dollars. Premium quality red specimens graded M-66 or M-67 may sell for hundreds of dollars. Exceptionally preserved coins with outstanding eye appeal, especially those certified by professional grading services, can sometimes exceed $1,000. Rare mint era examples and elite condition coins have achieved even stronger auction prices when collectors compete for top-quality pieces. Many people wonder why anyone would spend thousands of dollars on a 1-cent coin. The answer lies in rarity within condition. While billions were minted, very few remain in virtually perfect condition after decades of circulation, handling, storage, and environmental exposure. Registry set collectors compete for the finest certified examples because they want the highest ranked collections possible. As the grade increases, the number of surviving coins drops dramatically, creating scarcity that drives auction prices upward. If you believe you have an exceptional 1981 penny, avoid cleaning or polishing it. Cleaning permanently damages a coin's surface and usually reduces its value. Instead, compare your coin with certified examples, weigh it accurately, inspect it under magnification, and consider submitting it to a respected grading service if it appears unusually well preserved or displays an authentic mint error. Professional authentication provides confidence for both buyers and sellers and often increases marketability. Over the years, several outstanding 1981 Lincoln Memorial cents without mint marks have appeared at major coin auctions. Although ordinary examples are common, the finest certified red specimens and spectacular mint errors have achieved impressive prices. Collectors often pay premium amounts because these coins represent the best surviving examples known. Every new record sale increases interest among collectors searching rolls of pennies and old family collections for hidden treasures. Searching bank rolls remains one of the most affordable ways to hunt for valuable Lincoln cents. Examine every 1981 penny carefully under good lighting. Look for bright original color, sharp details, unusual doubling, striking errors, or coins that appear almost untouched by circulation. Keep any promising examples separate from ordinary pennies to avoid accidental damage. Patience and careful observation are essential because valuable coins are rarely discovered overnight. Although no coin guarantees future profits, high-quality Lincoln cents continue to enjoy strong demand among collectors. Coins with outstanding grades, certified authenticity, and attractive appearance generally hold their appeal well within the numismatic community. The 1981 Lincoln Memorial Cent represents an interesting period just before the composition change of 1982. Adding historical significance to exceptional examples, the 1981 Lincoln Memorial 1-cent coin without a mint mark proves that appearances can be deceiving. Most examples remain ordinary circulating coins, but rare high-grade specimens and authentic mint errors have demonstrated values ranging from hundreds to thousands of dollars. Understanding condition, originality, rarity, and certification is the key to recognizing whether your coin might be special. Before spending or discarding an old penny, take a closer look. You could be holding a remarkable piece of American numismatic history. Thanks for watching.